Poland is going to transfer its remaining MiG-29 fighter jets to Ukraine, but these aircraft are not being given entirely for free. In return, Ukraine will also provide something to Poland. It is reported that Poland has already delivered 14 MiG-29 fighter jets to Ukraine. As you may know, Poland was once part of the Warsaw Pact, which was essentially an organization created to counter NATO. Just as NATO was led by the United States, the Warsaw Pact was led by the USSR. Warsaw, which is still the capital of Poland today, gives an idea of how important Poland was within that organization. Ukraine was also part of the USSR, and Poland was one of the USSR's major and strong allies, especially on the European front. Because of this close alliance, Poland had easy access to Soviet weapons, which is why the USSR supplied MiG-29 fighter jets to Poland during the Cold War era. However, after the collapse of the USSR, Poland shifted its alignment toward Western countries, and today Poland is an important member of NATO. Due to its geographical location, Poland now lies on the border between NATO and Russia. When Russia attacked Ukraine, NATO countries asked Poland to strengthen Ukraine's air force by handing over its MiG-29 jets, which Poland was already planning to retire as their service life had essentially ended. Poland agreed and handed over 14 MiG-29s to Ukraine so that Ukraine could use them to defend itself against Russian attacks. You also know that most Western military aid sent to Ukraine, especially military assistance, passes through Poland. Now, Poland says that whatever remaining MiG-29 Fulcrum jets it still has in operational condition will also be transferred to Ukraine. Poland's Air Force is now operating South Korean fighter jets, American F-16 Block 70 aircraft, and in the coming days it will also start operating the American 5th-generation F-35 fighter jets. So, the MiG-29s that Poland still has are no longer of much use to Poland. The reason is that keeping these aircraft operational or upgrading them would require Russian support. Russia has effectively abandoned the MiG-29 program, stopped its production, and halted further R&D. Therefore, it is not in Poland's interest to continue operating these jets for a long time, especially since they are losing their relevance in modern warfare and Poland is receiving newer Western aircraft. For these reasons, Poland has decided to hand over its MiG-29s to Ukraine. However, in return, Poland will also receive something from Ukraine, specifically drone technology and missile technology. You may know that Russia has purchased a large number of drones and drone technology from Iran, but Ukraine's defense industry is also very strong. Ukraine produces many kamikaze drones domestically, and several of these drones were developed during the war itself and then provided to Ukrainian forces. Now that 2026 is approaching and the war has entered its fourth year, Ukraine has invented and developed many new systems. War accelerates defense innovation, the results seen on the battlefield provide lessons, and based on those lessons, new weapons are developed. It is reported that the MiG-29s being given to Ukraine will officially be a donation, meaning Ukraine will not have to pay money for them. However, Ukraine will support Poland militarily by sharing drone and missile technologies. Talks between Poland and Ukraine regarding these aircraft began in July 2024. At that time, Poland's Air Force had 14 operational MiG-29 Fulcrum jets, 11 single-seat and 3 dual-seat variants. Poland did not only purchase MiG-29s directly from the USSR. Some MiG-29s were originally produced by the USSR for Czechoslovakia, but later Poland bought them from the Czech Republic. In addition, East Germany, also part of the Soviet bloc, operated MiG-29s supplied by the USSR. After German reunification, these MiG-29s were transferred to Poland, since both Germany and Poland had become NATO members. Germany handed over these aircraft to strengthen Poland's air defense. Poland has continued to operate these jets until recently. In the past few months, Polish MiG-29s even intercepted a Russian IL-20 electronic intelligence gathering aircraft over the Baltic Sea. Poland provided 14 MiG-29s to Ukraine in 2023, and now discussions are ongoing in 2025 to transfer the remaining MiG-29s. When Russia invaded Ukraine in 2022, Ukraine had around 50 operational MiG-29s. The Russian Air Force destroyed about 33 of them, leaving only a limited number operational. Because of this, Poland and other NATO countries decided that Poland, since it would receive new Western aircraft like the F-16 and F-35, should hand over its old MiG-29s to Ukraine. At the start of the war, Ukraine also operated Su-27 flanker jets. It is said that Ukraine had around 32 Su-27s, of which 19 were destroyed by Russia, leaving about 12 or 13 operational. Later, Western countries supplied Ukraine with F-16s and Mirage 2000s, and talks are ongoing about providing Rafale and JAS Gripen fighter jets as well. Currently, the aircraft actively serving Ukraine include F-16s, Mirage 2000s, and the MiG-29s provided by Poland. Once Poland hands over all of its MiG-29s, it will have around 47 F-16s remaining. These are currently Block 52 variants, but in the coming days the United States will upgrade them, resulting in Poland operating Block 70 F-16s. Poland will also eventually receive F-35s, although they have not yet been delivered and are expected in the coming years. There are also ongoing discussions between Poland and the United States regarding another aircraft purchase, though nothing has been confirmed yet. It is believed that Poland may buy another type of aircraft from the US. So, this was some information that came across my view, and I thought I should share it with you. Hopefully, you liked today's video and today's information. Please share your opinion in the comments section.